Good evening, Master Halleck. It is Saturday, January 2nd, and I'm finally responding to your flurry of Georgia videos, which arrived in a clump, as they're wont to do. And I actually watched them and took notes while I was watching them of things that I should respond to. But I'm just getting around to responding to it because I've been lazy. Actually, I haven't. I could have made videos on other evenings and other days, but I didn't. Life has slowed down a little bit, although it's still been kind of busy. And Sarah and I are leaving tomorrow morning to go to the Washington coast. We're going to go up to Ocean Shores and spend 3 days there by ourselves. 3 nights, 4 days, parts of 4 days. And so I thought I'd make a quick video and upload it before we go. So let me start out by responding to some of your email or your things in your video. First of all, Greg's house is very cool. It is tons of stuff in it. It's crazy. The yard decorations are crazy. It's a huge place. It was amazing. I don't know how much land does he have. Do you have like 2 acres or something? It's a large area, and he's got with the swimming pool and everything. It's just a beautiful place. Made me a little jealous. It's nice. So, although I'm glad that I don't have to maintain a place like that. I understand that that's what Greg is. Greg likes doing that kind of stuff and keeping everything nice, and it's just not really my thing. And Greg looks great. He looks like Santa Claus, all white haired and everything. Wow, haven't seen him in a long time. So, yeah. And I wanted to say hello, Olivia, even though you were loath to speak to me. I guess that's not surprising. I also wanted to say hi to your mom and dad, Steve and Diane. It was great to see them. They look great, both of them. Your dad, it was hilarious watching your dad standing there next to Duncan, because Duncan just, the way he holds his body and everything is just like your dad. And I know that you have those same mannerisms that your dad has. I've noticed that in the past. But, Duncan is pretty much your dad's height, or maybe just a touch taller than your dad. And he has all of those he was standing there while you guys were getting on the motorcycle, and he looks so much like your dad. So, very, very cool to kind of see that. You talked about the stress that you had, driving down. Completely sympathize with that. And actually, it's amazing, if you got 5 kids in the car and it's not that bad, they're doing a good job. Because I remember one time when we used to drive up to upstate New York from Pennsylvania with the kids in the car to go see Sarah's parents, and we had a snowstorm, a blizzard one day, and we were coming through Syracuse, and it was just, there was 4 inches of snow on the freeway, and it was snowing like crazy. Luckily, our vehicle was all-wheel drive, but the stress level is pretty high. So I'm glad that you've gotten through that, and you're now in the low stress climes of the southern states. And actually, I really do appreciate seeing that. When we lived in California, in Southern California, it was just so nice in the wintertime. This time of year down there was just awesome. It was awesome. It was often 65, 70 degrees, and then you'd see the mountains and they'd be covered in snow, and it was just gorgeous. And I miss that a lot. And I think that this is a time of year when I think, I wish I were in Belize or Southern California. I wouldn't mind that at all. I wrote down here, Enfield is awesome. I have no idea what that means. Oh, I put the Enfield. This is your brother's motorcycle. Yeah, that was very cool. See, that's how on top of these things I am. The motorcycle with a sidecar, and I know you were mocking him slightly for it, but you seem to enjoy the ride quite a bit, and I can understand that. So, did he have an old-timey car there too, as well, that I saw in the background? That looked pretty cool, as well. Your dad made a couple comments about expecting action and the intrepid duo that you were, and I got to say that pink helmet was hilarious. I'm envious a little bit of the pink helmet. Nonetheless, your father clearly expressing his dry sarcasm. Uh, you'd think that he would express a little more love and support of his children, but hey, to each his own. Now I know where you get it. Actually, I knew that before. The last comment I had here was ambulance chasing. When you talked about how Greg and Galen took off on the bike, and then you saw an ambulance go shooting by, and you were about to jump in the car to go find them because of stress levels. It's amazing, how when you think about stuff like that, if you allow yourself to get stressed, that you'll actually. I mean, the odds of something happening and your ability to actually do anything about it are so slim that it's not even really worth worrying about. But once your brain gets in that mode, it's impossible to get out of it. So it's yeah, it's an interesting thing. So anyway, we had a good New Year's Day and New Year's Eve. We had New Year's Eve dinner at a friend's house at kind of an early afternoon. I only had to leave once to go to work to check on something, and then there was a party that night, a very small party that we were invited to with some people who we don't know very well, so we decided we should go, and we went, and actually it was really fun. We spent a couple hours there, and Sarah got into a long conversation about medieval England with a bunch of people who were very interested in it. There were like 3 or 4 people there who were really into it, and that dominated the conversation for like an hour and a half. So I just sat there and took it all in. It was very cool. Usually I'm the one who does all the talking at these things, and Sarah's like, can we go? And I just sat there and enjoyed listening and was ready to go when she said, so it was cool. And then yesterday, we had this crazy day yesterday where we got up and it was beautiful. It was 57 degrees and sunny out, and I spent the whole day recording a cover of Creep by Radiohead. Actually the same song I did on the ukulele for you, but I didn't. Anyway, I did a different cover of it, put it on my other channel. But Sarah came in and said, let's go for a walk. It's 57 degrees. I said, okay, just give me 15 minutes. And really, it took me 20 minutes. And we got out, and we got ready to go. And Sarah said, I just looked at the weather, and it's 57 degrees here, and it's 30 degrees in Hermiston, 45 miles north and west of us. And I was like, and the wind was starting to blow, and I was like, well, we better get going. So we got out there, and we did about a mile and a half, mile and 3/4 walk pretty quickly. And we got back, and I was just getting ready to go in the house, and my neighbor, Scott Fairley, came up and started talking to him. And the wind, all of a sudden, just at that point, it just started whipping. It was unbelievable. Just, it was probably 35, 40 miles an hour, consistent wind. And this low-level cloud came in, and the temperature dropped. It dropped to 35 degrees probably, and it started hailing, and the mist coming in, it looked like something out of the Lord of the Rings, and this dark cloud comes in and just covers everything up, and it got really dark and nasty looking, and it started raining. So I went inside, and then we'd been invited to another party that started at 3, and so at about 3:15, Sarah and I decided we were going to walk up there, and we went outside, and the sun was shining again, and the temperature was back up to about 45 degrees. It was just crazy. It was, just this micro front came blowing through to make an exciting weather day. And that's about the story of everything I've got. I don't know how long I've been talking here. Probably getting close to 10 minutes, it seems like it. Anyway, that was pretty much it. Not much else going on. Bryn's here. She's been cooking. Actually, I should show you. She's been making scones. I'm over here. So I'm going to take some scones and show you. These are the scones that she made, some of them. So she made with grapefruit. They're citrus scones, and these have craisins in them, dried cranberries. She's also got some plain ones and some chocolate chip scones, which look really good. So as I said on my Facebook page, I'm going to eat scones until I drift off into a carb coma, and hopefully die before I become so obese that I can't move. Yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna make a video. I want to talk to you. Maybe I'll call you and talk to you about. I got an idea for some Baha'i stuff that I wanted to talk about. Maybe I talked with my dad about it. I woke up this morning with an idea. so I'm writing up something. But other than that, not much else to tell you. So, hope you're enjoying your time in Atlanta in the South, and I hope that I don't know. You said you were going to go to Feast. I hope that went well. We had a great feast here. Actually, it was really nice. And yeah, that, I got nothing else. I guess that's why I'm still dead. All right. Catch you later and enjoy your stay, and maybe you'll stay longer if the weather keeps you down there. Take care.